But we have a OKW player that has access to Urban Assault Company. This is not what I was expecting on this Sunday morning. Hello everyone, I am Greyshot17 and today I am covering a 4v4 on the map Essen Steelworks. This is a Company of Heroes 2 match that covers, let's see, Noob, Juan, we got, I'll say light blue, and we got Fuck, Ancestors, Prisoner Country. What the hell? So I'll just call them Ancestors. So we got Johnny, 151, Milk, and Creepio going Brit, 2 American, and 2 Soviet with about 50-50 on the German side for their factions. If you guys have replays, submit down below to my Gmail or my Discord. Either way, I might take a look at your replay. But let's see. Essen Steelworks, again, usually the bigger fights are around this fuel and this fuel initially, then it starts spreading out to the outer flanks by then getting into possibly a long-range duel in mid for the victory point in the last, we'll say 25 to 30% of the match. We'll see how things go. Right now, we got ourselves, let's see, Creepio and also a Milk. I think this has to be Rifle. This has to be Rifle, aka my editor making fun of me because I drink milk. Yes, oh boy. It's like, I'm assuming that is to be the case, or a running joke with him. On the far left, though, Juan and Noob managed to take, oh, I'm gonna call him Noob. I'm just, oh, no BB. Okay. You know what, I'll just call you No. Alright, so No and Juan are managing to take the territory. We do have Johnny and I'm assuming 151 preparing for a counterattack, but again, it's gonna be a little difficult. The MG is here, but the Storms are hiding. Oh, never mind. I guess they revealed themselves. Good job, buddy. Good job. You should have moved yourself a little more over. There we go. Mortar is firing. He did. Yeah, thank you, chat. Yeah, that is Rifle. Thank you. Universal Carriers moving on in. Germans are really launching a fierce counterattack, but there's a lot of allied infantry right there. They're going to be shredded. And they are. Stern Pioneers losing a lot of models. Rifleman, though, gets pushed back. I love that. I love that pushing against the sides. That way the mortar does more damage. Love it. And Stern Pioneers get driven away. There is a mortar here. He can be smoked, and he is allowing what's left of the allied forces to push up to grab the fuel. Germans are in a bit of disarray then because they don't have a stable front, which should allow the allies to grab that fuel. Left side's not going as well. Volk squad's managed to flank to put the mortar back. MG repositioned, or I guess maybe it was trying to. But unfortunately, either way, it's going to be burned to death by double incendiary. Oh boy, Stern Pioneer, while suppressed, is going to keep the attention there. And the MG just needs to pull back. He is walking back. Does the American have an ambulance? He does. We do have an ambulance coming on in by 151. Coming in clutch. Try to help out his team and aka reinforce that MG. MG on its last legs. Conscripts, though, reman it. Grenadiers run into the building just to continue pressure. But again, the Germans can't keep this up forever. Their own MG got mortared. The other MG, I'm sorry, they have really nothing up to this mortar. So that was a really solid push by the Germans. Unfortunately, with the ambulance here, that push is going to expel a lot of resources I don't think the Germans can easily muster back. Though, again, another nice and I guess Johnny really likes burning to death. Because, man, so many men of his has died. What, probably, we're easily 7, maybe 8 have already died this match. So, congratulations. Double mortars seems to be the light blue's focus. And double MGs, so support spam is the name of the game. Commander-wise, we got Urban Assault. We got ourselves Fire... Wait. I'm not a math guy, and I'm not a thing, but I could be wrong. I would assume that an OKW player does not have access to this stuff. But we have a OKW player that has access to Urban Assault Company. This is not what I was expecting on this Sunday morning. This is not what I was expecting. Okay. Smoke going down. Sure. fire. Again, they're trying to burn out the buildings. Not a bad idea, honestly. So good job by Delta, aka Creepio, for picking that. MG trying to hold the front. Okay, if this player manages to get fucking OKW Rangers, that could be really bad. That could be really bad. Oh no. Yeah, that's a troll. 151 going Ranger, sorry, going with Rangers and Calliope as well. I don't know if he knows that's happening, but that's a good counter. And then Johnny is going ISU 152. But again, they're on the left, so they won't have to deal with that, at least for right now. American forces put down some tank traps to help with the front. MG is well covering, so they at least have the fuel. There is MG there as well. The mortar can absolutely deal with it. Johnny's forces are trying to push left. MG, though, is going to suppress him and probably force him back. He might be able to get outside of the range, or not range, outside of his field of view. But alas, he gets suppressed, so he's going to pull back. Another push by the OKW player. Juan is doing his best to really put a wedge in the allied lines, but good mortar and additional infantry support, especially with the captain of the bar, should be enough to drive this OKW player away. Even though he has MP40s, like it's a really solid upgrade for close range, there's too much allied infantry at range to drive him away. Yeah, so allied forces definitely take some hits. We have a half track up here. Do we have AT of any type? No, we really don't. Okay, now it's being brought up, but right now, AT guns are not on the field, and this half track can go to town. So we have triple Sturm as well, which is an interesting choice. It's a lot of manpower, and they are good close range. I'm not saying Sturm Pioneers are bad, especially when they get additional like veterancy. They can be very good. Not as good as Rangers, mind you, but they can still be good. But it is an interesting choice. He's going with 3 of them. Maybe he's trying to make the enemy believe he's went to fortifications or something. Because again, when you pick up that equipment, it's going to be very expensive to reinforce with Sturms picking it up rather than a Volk squad or, you know, something cheaper. American forces pull back. Right here's very weak. Support. The mortar is actually doing a little damage to it, although guard troops with DPs are really going to put that thing in its place. With the flamethrower, they might kill it. It's going to be close. Come on. Half track does cover it enough. Although guards get in the building, using their excellent range, they put some great shots on that half track. Drive it away. Infantry section holding the line the best they can. But again, I feel like the Germans have regained the initiative with the light armor, and it was definitely driving the enemy back. Vet 3 is when we might see Rangers, and he's saving up. Oh my god. That's going to be interesting when the Allies realize that. Now, Vickers going to use its additional range and penetration to drive that thing away. So at least it's in a building, so good stuff there. Additional AT as well covers the Allies. They have a forward position. So Milk and Creepio definitely have, you know, the groundwork to counter, especially as we have mortar half-track comes on in to really blast away a lot of these German mortars. There are 3 of them, mind you. 3 of these suckers blasting the Allies. So having something that can really counteract that and be mobile will help. Conscripts, guards, AT guns all moving on up. Though AT gun is going to be the thing that drives away this half track. Smoke is dropped. Additional shot could kill it through the smoke. It is not placed. Instead, the smoke actually might provide a little coverage as the MG has to reposition because he can't see the suppress. Needs to drop down now. I'm not sure what No is doing. Heads Grenadiers are delaying them for as long as they possibly can. Now we have artillery coming on in. They will start suppressing, but at least they're buying good cover. Once again, these Volk squads with MP40s coming on in. Honestly, a fighting position here might not be a bad idea. Like, at least something to suppress. The good news is riflemen with bars do drive them off, but at least that way they don't dive in and start killing shit like they have done the last 3 times. But Allies hold on to the fuel, which is good. At least it's making them equal to the Germans in that way. The thing is not making them equal is munitions. Right now we have more munitions on the left and right. Also with mines, which is quite funny. You know, going to the Axis than Allies. And here are the fucking Rangers, ladies and gentlemen. Here are Rangers. I've not seen any chat pop up yet, so they're not, I'm surprised. But yeah, that's also we have cover to cover active. At least yeah, it's active. Cheater report. There it is. What? No. These are guys. This is just the Americans that volunteered for the German army in World War II. These are the complete sociopaths that decide, yeah, I'm gonna sign up for the German army. Yeah, that all right. That's the guys the Allies have to kill. That's all. The guys that betrayed their country to join a foreign government to fight against the Allies. Absolutely. Just an added wrinkle for them to be torn apart by. So, MG's gonna cover this fuel for the time being while the Allies figure out what to do against those Rangers. But again, the other thing is they have some potential artillery, which is a plus, but my thing for this player is the fact that Stuka is already so good that I don't know necessarily if a Calliope is better, but the Rangers are definitely a nuisance, I'll say that. But again, I don't know why then you went with Sturm Pioneers, right? Because again, they are also so expensive, so your manpower is going to be really low this entire game. Anyway, Allied forces on the left-hand side are doing what they can, again, holding the fuel, pushing for the victory point. Because right now, the Axis are putting a lot of pressure on the Allies. Right now, they have a majority of the victory points. The Allies need to gain some ground, but once again, we have these MP40s coming along the side. Who would have... Oh, there we go, fighting position. AK-151, my twin brother, heard me with my twin telepathy through time and did it. Again, I'm glad I was able to help him out there. Fighting position is suppressing. Again, you can always use smoke. Oh, I love it. I love the additional grenades coming on in. And here comes the American forces just putting down that Volk squad. No escape. They're trying to grab that fuel back, and they might succeed for a little bit, but there's plenty of conscripts and guards there. And the American is trying to hit through the side, but the D-gun will drive back to half-track. Again, 151 has equipment with bars. Hopefully he can shred that MG in time. Maybe not, no. The mortars are going to do more. On the right-hand side, half-track coming on in, drops smoke so the infantry can get close. Oh, no, the VPs are 100% one-sided with the Allies on the back foot. They're by about 170 points. So, again, it's like the Allies are trying to get one, right, to stop the bleed, right? It's better to put on one of those straps I forget the name of it. God, it's a strap to stop blood flow when you have been shot or you have been slashed or something and you're bleeding profusely on your arm or leg, right? That way you can stop the bleeding. But yeah, no, you have that. Rather than just letting you bleed out and then just die from losing so much blood. So at least the Allies have, stopped the bleeding a little bit. Not entirely. Stuka is firing. Allies already retreated, so the Stuka is not going to do all that much. Also, Juan is not a huge army. Looks like he's lost quite a bit. T-34 is on the field. Is that the first arm? Oh my god, put down the Sturm, why don't you? We do have a pack gun here, so T-34 won't be able to, take the point. Or help take the point, actually. Well, I mean, he could take the point if he gets no better at sea, but still. Let's see. What armor-wise? Do we have any, actual armor? Oh! Panzer IV. Okay, we got Panzer IV over here. Iron lightsabers are good for those these days. Yeah, if you do a lightsaber, it's like with Darth Maul. You cut off half the body, but because he's been cut in half by the lightsaber, his entire body got singed. That's how he's alive. All right. The prequels said everything's okay with that, and you know what? So the original movie. That was a Star Wars fan, by the way, hearing me say that and just crash into it, actually, and then just crashes. Rifleman forces trying to move on in. Grenadiers trying to do their best to hold them back. Volk squad's moving on in. A Turner kit. Thank you very Jumper Sap. Thank you very much. A Turner kit. I couldn't think of the name, but that's exactly what that is. Artillery just blasting them close range. Can we get another kill on a Volk squad? No, he will escape, but still they did some serious damage. This gun does get neutralized though, unfortunately for him. So they get driven back. Anyway, riflemen on standby. They're going to move on over. Let's see. Again, we have a Jackson as well. That's not too bad. Grenadier on standby. Oh, nice Stuka shots across the map. They're going to pull on back. We have additional forces on standby. Let's see. Again, right now the allies are holding there. We have a small counter. Why is there a medic squad up here? Why?
We just lost a unit.
All right. I guess they lost the medic and then he died. All right. That milk just killed that man. Confirmed. Also, I'm assuming now that they know about the Rangers, they're getting more artillery. Because we got Creepio going AVRE and also a Priest. They want the artillery dead if one pops up. Rangers are now moving up, but again, we have Arthman good at long range to hopefully keep them away. Plus an MG, although it's suppressing the Panzer idea right now. That pilot was me. That makes sense why. But yeah, there's like, again, so many men long range. Rangers, okay, they do murder that squad, but at least they won't be able to murder anyone else. And they get driven back. MG keeps them away. Volk squads again try to push on in, but having a little bit of difficulty. One of the squads got pushed back, but the other squad, Vet 4, manages to defeat the riflemen. Hold on. We got Panzer 4 pushing in with another one development for a counterattack. T-34 needs heals immediately. We do have some caches in the back to help the allies. Same thing can be said for the Axis. So right now the Axis fuel is at 38. And they're getting themselves a Panther with all that fuel. On the flip side, the allies have more equal munitions with 52, but 19 fuel per turn. So, yeah, fuel department, they need to make sure they do not die in terms or lose any of their armor because they cannot easily get it back. Let's see, which one of you committed a war crime? Those mechs could have been the future of medicine. AT gun gets a good shot on that Panzer 4. Flamethrower squad's in the building, trying to keep the conscripts away. Hot damn! All right, Stuka just devastates all that, and that was a rocket barrage Stuka. No, it's not the Juan's Stuka he has on the map. They do take the fuel again, which is why the allies are suffering so bad. Panzer 4 strategically hiding himself behind the building, so again, better coverage. Germans on standby. Mortars just taking plenty of hits. And there they go. That mortar half track, and the mortar pit's like, no, you're not escaping. Infantry section at least managed to get onto the point. The problem is there's MG hiding there. Although Gavin bombs will prove them. Will blast them out. At least does quite a bit to the MG. Panzer Grenadiers, though, going to be a tough fight, especially with the Panzer 4 assisting. Rangers got driven away by the Sherman, but you still have the Stern Pioneers with it. Really? You go with the Shreks? I mean, I guess that's good veterancy, but that's not what I was expecting. I mean, I guess that, yeah, if you're, I mean, what else are you going to do with them? More close range, at least have anti-armor. Panther on standby. Again, don't know what it can really do against this 50 cal other than the Sturms they have to flank, but they're trying, I guess. He doesn't have any, I mean, I guess they were trying to use cover to cover, maybe? Did not work out all that well. He still got suppressed. Let's see, we got a plane coming on the left. That would be a smoke. That would clear the front. A little late on that. 50 cal already moved through it. Nice grenade. At least the Panzer IV has some engine crit. Unfortunately, Creepio has no armor. I'm assuming he's saving up for AVRE. We do have a Priest on the field. Again, lack of armor on the right I could see easily being an issue if the Germans are able to press and then get to the more squishy targets in the back. On the left, though, Calliopes is on the field, beating out the OKW player. with his Calliope. Katusha's on the field as well, using its rocket to try to kill that mortar. Unfortunately, he's hitting everywhere but where the mortar is. Hello there, bye. Hopefully you're doing well. Was it a Beloja? Again, Panzer IVs are on standby. We only have a T-34 and a Jackson. I say only in terms of armor, because if this AT gun goes down, then those have to go head-to-head. Panzer IVs might have a small lead if they can focus their efforts, I will say. But I will say it is interesting. You have the half-track here with the guards. He's trying to heal his forces in case those Panzers do show their face. But again, the Allies are more defensive in this situation. Calliope looks like took some hits from the LEFHs. Again, looks like No is mass-producing that to really bomb the enemy into submission, though they are very close to the front. Before I get LEFH, they're just as good in the back lines. So I would have actually pulled them like maybe back here or over here. You know, that way they're not so close to the front that if you lose the front line, they're an easy target. So we have a small push, but there's so much AT that these Panzer IVs are absolutely gonna die. Like I don't know what the fuck this man was thinking. You would assume he would have used his additional sight to see this situation coming, but no. And here comes the infantry a little late. Like that pushing up with the Stuka would have been way better for it. But yeah, we have some just easy kills, and the armor, while injured, still manages to fight another day, compared to the Germans, which, yeah, 50% of the armor can't say that. Alright, so on the right, plenty of AT, though, plus an AVRE coming on in. Is he about to do the honors for me? Creepio? Creepio. Creepio. Come on, where are you? Oh, he sees it. Just a little bit. What the? What was that? That was a little delay. Just a little bit. It's like, okay, could have been better. Could have been better with that. Mortar pit up to vet 3. Panther trying to figure out a way through, but again, at least the Allies have plenty of AT. Oh, wait, he manages to get through the line. He's going for the mortar half track, but then the Sherman comes on in with all the infantry that can potentially snare you.
We lost an anti-tank gun.
Panther got hit by another line of AT. Does manage to get the hell out of dodge. Does he get a Calliope? Oh, he does. He does have a Calliope, and he has been shooting it. Oh, interesting. That'd be pretty good against that blob. Rangers, by the way, not many kills. Only about 14. The reason I say that is they're not like this high-tier killer. AVRE, oh my god, please. Alright, never mind. I guess he is not firing. Can we... Love the bounces currently hitting the side. Stop the shot as it was firing. Love it.
The squad's gone.
Jagdpans are on standby. Panzer IV lying in wait. Grenadiers moving on over. Alright, maybe hit this area? Or hit over here? Wait a second, is that a German Calliope? Yes, it is, Riker. Yes, it is. There's an OKW player going with it, and he's using it terribly because he's aiming where the enemy is. See, sorry. The enemy probably expected that, so they just moved out of the way as soon as the rockets started firing, so the units are relatively okay. You only got one kill, by the way, with that Calliope shot, just in perspective. You want to aim a little bit closer to the front. I know it seems counterintuitive for artillery, because a lot of the artillery and strikes you do more in the back, but that way it's more shotgun approach, so that way you could potentially kill a blob very quickly. Because if he just keeps firing with Calliopes in the back, the ambulance and stuff will just keep moving out less. It'll delay the reinforcement, but again, it'll still do very little in terms of impact. Alright, we have a Sherman on the field. 151 also has very few infantry, but still, doesn't matter. I'm sorry, is that T-34 trying to kill the Zis gun? I saw you shoot that man. Yeah, exactly. The Germans don't understand how to use American equipment. So, let's see. Again, they're constantly using smoke to see the back. I'll give credit. That is annoying and hilarious. All right, Calliope is prepped and ready to fire. Where is he going to shoot? This one actually might not be that bad because the infantry section are walking up into it. So they probably weren't expecting the rockets to be there. Unfortunately, the rockets are genuinely missing most. Oh, there we go. Hits the AT gun. A couple, actually not bad, not terrible. Oh, Panzer IV puts down the rail engineer squad. Damn. That's unfortunate. We have some additional fire support coming on in here. I think it's British artillery. Oh, no, it's the fire. It's the fire artillery. And we have some priest artillery in the back to counteract the LEFHs. Wow, both sides are just trying to get those LEFHs operational to really bomb the enemy into submission. Again, I don't like having them on the front because then Katyushas and other things can counter, which I think he did. But now we're starting to see the Soviets start to launch low counterattacks. And again, the conscripts have nothing to stop them from hitting this LEFH. Panzer IV is a little bit injured. By little, I mean a lot. So needs to be very careful how it engages. Oh, throw a Molotov on it. Why not? Pathfinding, the biggest bane for this German player right now. Again, light blue is under heavy fire from those AT guns. Oh, there goes his main gun. Although, you know, this guy can still shoot. Oh, man, even more so. Calliopes kill the Panther. Amazing stuff right there. Just incredible. And now Sherman is going, oh my god. I must kill them. They've betrayed. They've betrayed America. We must put them down. Oh, he actually got shot. Hold on, can we get one more? Oh, that would be amazing. He tried. That man desperately tried. So, not too shabby. Plenty of good kills against ancestors right there. So, all good. I don't know why he's shooting the ground, but he is. Germans are trying to get back their territory. What is that? Free DP? Why not? Grab it. I mean, probably an engineer. This guy is so low on... Get this man out of here. It's 26 kills. Oh my god, he's going to lose it to an engineer, isn't he? No! No! What are you doing? Oh, there he goes. Alright, Jagdpanzer are pushing back to Jackson at least, but the Allies do manage to grab the territory. Calliope's now shooting on the front. Or on the back? I guess he's shooting the back. Mostly hitting the containers. You know, they had to go, alright? They were already, you know, about to be removed, and then the Allies came in, so the construction was delayed, and then the Allies found those plans, so like, yeah, we'll level the area for it. But no, the Calliope shot didn't do all that much. This one's being healed up, but again, didn't get that much kills. At least the cover to cover is working out for the Germans. In this case, the Rangers. Oh, this is so confusing. Well, okay, Bars managing to hold off those Rangers for a time. That's good. AVRE so far has gotten, by the way, 0 kills. I'm assuming any armor and other things, but yeah, no kills on that AVRE so far. That's interesting. Anyway, victory point wise, the Axis technically still have the lead. They're by about 80 points or so. But so far, it seems like they've definitely gained a little bit more of initiative against the Allies. Sorry, the Allies have gained a little bit more initiative against the Germans with some good hits. But we'll see. Right now, again, even though the Allies have the victory points, Axis could absolutely turn the tide with one devastating strike. Maybe a Stuka against this location. Oh, I guess he got a new Stuka. Damn. Sucks to be you. Maybe LFH gets a wonderful hit. Maybe armor flank or infantry just devastate. Something. More Calliope shots. He got himself a second one, but even with using double the firepower, he only got like 6 kills in that barrage. So, again, not quite using it to its full potential. Folk squads are pouring on in, trying to get some good shots on target. Jagdpanzer on standby. Oh, close range Calliope! Here we go! Wipes most of one Volk squad, gets another, and can we get a second wipe? We do. What? That's what I'm talking about, a shotgun approach. 151 showing how you use a Calliope, how it is done. Excellent job right there, good sir. Reducing one's overall infantry in half. And with no pretty much down most of his infantry, the left side is falling apart. It's going to be up to Ancestors really turn the tide here. While he has definitely gotten some more kills, I will say that the American infantry have performed overall better. Although, good kill on the 50 cal. I'll give credit where credit's due. Center Pioneers trying to hold the front. Panzer IV trying to hold the line. Infantry section having a bad time with that Panzer IV. Panther, though, very weak. It looks like artillery managing to kill those LAFHs quite effectively. Good job on the Priests. Fireflies on the field for additional AT coverage. Let's see. Priest, by the way, has 32 kills. Excellent job across the board. But VP point-wise, again, still in the Allied favor. Allies putting a lot of pressure on the Germans. Resource-wise, again, Allies are still down in the fuel department, but munitions, they've actually gone up quite a bit. They're at 62 munitions, so they can keep calling in those direct strikes, you know, additional abilities, just at their leisure. They're really nothing stopping them. Ooh. That's been the... Oh, no, he's killing it. Okay, I was like, is he going to potentially recruit that? No, he won't. No, they're going to make sure the LAFH definitely goes down. Because, again, you want to make sure the enemy doesn't get that. So, some great shots, I will say. Oh, wait, hold on. He almost walked into that bundle, but at least he got the Zis gun. Small little counterattack by the Germans. At least they're still holding the right-hand side actually quite effectively. I'm a little surprised by that, although there is a Panzer Grenadier with a Bren for some reason, which is hilarious in my eyes. Rangers pushing back in mid. Milk is going to have to do what he can to hold. There is a smoke going out. Okay, it's cover to cover. Again, American infantry is not in force, so the Rangers might be able to use this opportunity. There's double 50 cals though, so cover to cover, not being able to block all that. Let's see. Wait, Calliopes are firing though. He's gonna retreat. Calliopes do get some decent shots on. I'm not gonna deny that, but unfortunately the 50 cal repositioned. Like, unfortunately, he's still firing a bit farther back. And now he has Vet 1, so it's like, ah, yes, that's great. It's like, actually, no. It's Veterancy 2 and 3 that reduce the, you know, time to fire. Nice push, by the way, with the American infantry, and Rangers in this case, in the T-34, knocked out the LAFH. Artillery is trying to assist as well. Jagdpanzer, very close to getting the kill shot, though, in that T-34. Jackson, though, on standby, plus additional armor. If he gives chase, he's pretty much going to be in a real bad state. American forces coming on in the hold mid. Again, we're only about 25 points away from the Allies retaking the initiative with the victory points. Calliope firing point blank, though. Hold on, this could actually be a good strike. Nope, American forces pushed through. The spread was not... Hold on. Oh my god, actually last shot got the kill. Damn, he's lucky with that one. Suka firing as well. Oh, man. Oh, he's trying to clear the MG and such. It does. Milk does take some decent casualties in that push. But Jackson's come on in to hold back the armor. And I don't see any... Okay, Rangers could maybe push in. But there wasn't anything initially to, like, push on in while the area was clear. So... Oh, there goes the Brumbar, thanks to the Firefly. Aphyria has gotten Veterancy 2 with only 4 kills. I feel like you could be higher up on the kill count there, sir. Your infantry section are performing better. Not discounting your infantry section, just saying. Good job on the infantry section. Rangers, though, are cleaning up Milk's support equipment. AT gun and G all gone. Fire coming down to stop them from grabbing the fuel again. Again, we're actually starting to see a real bad situation right now because the American infantry needs bars and stuff, so they're not able to come to the front. So the limited forces are really having a rough time with those Rangers. Wait, hold on! Rangers putting down Rangers? Is that possible? Yes, we have Rangers putting down, Riflemen and Lieutenant. They're putting down the traitors. Those Americans to decide. You know what, actually? Or is this a situation where it's like Battle of the Bulge, where you had German troops dressed up as American soldiers? And be like, ah, yes, the Germans, they are that way. Oh, I just told the other guys, they're actually that way. Oh, great artillery shot. Murdering the Volk squad on the retreat. And hurting the armor, too. ISU and 5-2 on the back lines. Let's see, 19 kills. Done pretty good work. But this is what I'm talking about. We're in a final climactic battle in mid in order to try to hold the territory. The Germans are not equipped for a fight like that. I mean, they have some good stuff. Well, they had good stuff. The Panzer goes down. But their army is just being eviscerated right now, and they don't have a decisive unit to come in and save the game. Like a Yag Tiger or, you know, something like an elephant to really counteract this ISU and 5-2 or really give the Allies a big fight in mid. That's just not happening. The push, or the hope, I guess, of trying to go with Calliopes for the turn the tide is not panning out maybe as well as they wanted. It's not going the way they hoped. I hear some artillery in the distance. Oh no. Some good shots across the board. Rangers, though, get pushed back. More Calliope fire. Hold on. Firing a little bit high. I guess the OP was going to retreat. Did not happen. Rumbar firing as well. At the very least, Light Blue is probably the most competent Axis player here, but even then, I don't think it's going to be enough to turn the tide. Volk squad on standby. Again, being driven away. Artillery's just hitting that rifleman squad, and Rangers like, okay, you know what? Maybe not. Maybe we're out of here. Heads Grenadiers in the back line. That might actually kill the half-track. He does. Damn, not paying attention, Milk. Man, you should get good with your micro skills. Oh, boy. Sorry, he says that so much to me that I have to say it to him. Alright, artillery hits the back, knocks out the pack. Or almost knocks out the pack. ISU and 5-2 moving on in. Can he get the kill shot? I mean, he gets a good shot on the Jagdpanzer. Oh my god, once again the Volk squad just died to the Calliopes. God damn. Cannot catch a break now, can you? There's a flare, by the way. That's how the ISU and 5-2 was able to see this Jagdpanzer. On the right, the last vestige of a front the Axis are holding with whatever they can. He needs some milk for that micro. Exactly. Exactly, Chad. Not wrong. Fireflies. He's in a... Unfortunately, they have to deal with that pack. Once the pack gun's done, they can easily deal with the armor. But I feel like the Axis on their last legs. They've lost their artillery. Pretty much, I would say. Oh, we have more LFHs. Really far back. With barely any kills, so they're not exactly going to turn the tide. Sherman pushing on in. There is still that Jagdpanzer. And a Flame Panzer to hold back the infantry. Lots of Shrek fire. Sherman, for a rude awakening, does get put down. Damn. Pack gun was not playing. Calliopes lining up the front. Actually gets great shots on the lieutenant and the captain on that one. But again, that's two of them firing. King Tiger gets driven away, gets marked in the ISU and 5-2, just swats it off. Like, nope, I'm not dealing with this. Pack gun and Jagdpanzer trying to engage. Just having a real bad time. Yeah, just, guys, I don't think the Calliopes really panned out. Just point it out there. Could have been better. could have been better with these guys. Right-hand side is falling apart. Axis were able to... Oh my god, nice snare. But unfortunately, the Axis lost the AT gun coverage, so the Fireflies were able to do quite a bit of work against that Panther. We have artillery, no, sorry, flame artillery coming down on that position. Fireflies, again, pushing on up with the pack gun gone. Or, nope, it's still alive. You have to be a little careful then. Middle is just another catastrophe right now. And there goes the Volk squad. Oh my god, down to a single Ranger squad with 0 kills. This is not how my ancestors thought this was going to go. No, Milam, this is not a custom game. This is an auto match game. It's a German player that decided to go with the Rangers, and it did not pan out well for him. And no left. He's like, I'm not dealing with this BS anymore. I've been RD'd to death so many times. And yeah, we're starting to see the Axis leave. They can't even surrender. They just rage quit. Oh, wait, except for light blue. Light blue, are you going to surrender? No, he just leaves. Damn. Damn, what a match. All right. So that is game, ladies and gentlemen. Overall, I actually don't mind this one. I thought this one was pretty good. Again, overall, I think this was a solid match that showed that, yeah, you could it's not necessarily a cheat, but you can fudge the system by getting a commander for another faction. Doesn't necessarily pan out all that well for you. Doesn't. I mean, sure, he got a decent amount of kills, but top kills actually went to Juan with his Volk squad with MP40s, even though they did die in mass. We have top damage as well going to him. On the allied side, Johnny is, by the way, one who submitted this game. Thank you, Johnny. I thought you played really well. He got top damage, and also top kills goes to Milk. So, pretty good job with his American infantry. Let's give a quick check around. Light blue, his Panther, did solid. Again, didn't die, but didn't get any kills, but at least he was holding the front. Jagdpanzers tried their best. 88 kills with those Volks, though he did produce a hell of a lot of them. Yeah, lots of artillery deaths. They did not pan out. Again, Rangers, 51 kills. Interesting choice. But, again, they were not the MVP. They actually went to the Sturm squad, of all things. Johnny's best unit was the AT gun. Just trying to hold that front against the armor, the Panzer IVs specifically. Jackson did a pretty solid job at swatting away those Panzers and the Jagdpanzer for the most part. Milk, his AT gun was actually the thing that held the front. Again, he didn't necessarily have a lot of AT. He went with artillery, but that artillery piece, again, got like 25, 30 kills, so it was pretty good at counteracting the enemy artillery and forward lines. Firefly, pretty solid stuff. Aphyria did not do as much as I thought it would, but Fireflies definitely drove that armor away. So excellent job there. But thank you, Johnny, for submitting this game. It was a great, it was a great match. This show, the German Rangers, to say the least. Thank you very much for the follow. Very kind of you, good sir. But what do you guys think? Leave your comments down below. This has been Greyshot17, and I'll see you guys next time. Hello, everyone. This is Greyshot17, and before y'all go, let me give a special shout out to Patreon supporters Joey G240, Milam, Big Cooch, Aphyria, Ace, Pyro Shark, Tonybee 95, Epic Pleb. Thank you all for your incredible support in helping me grow my channel and support my channel and everything I do. Thank you, and to the rest of you, thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys next time.